I say in there, like, patch, sheetrock, and plaster as required in the drawing.
Yeah.
It's not so bad.
No, I think it looks really good.
Yeah. They're actually gonna. There's some places where this shit is screwed up, so they're gonna strip this off. So
yeah, a new wallpaper or something up there.
No, I think it's it. I hope it doesn't say Anaglypta in the drawings anymore.
I don't know.
That's what this shit is called.
Okay.
So I don't know what we'll do for that. Either, laminate quarter-inch sheetrock, or do a skim coat or something like that.
Just flatten it out.
Just flatten it out.
Right.
It's sand and refinish the floors.
Yep.
Except for over here where there's this crappy stuff that's got to get torn up.
Yeah.
And then we'll sand. It's that underneath, presumably.
Okay, presumably. And if not, you'll sand the planks.
We'll work it out.
Or you'll work it out. You'll do something.
Yeah, there'll be a change order for new floor or something. And then we're doing cork in the back there.
Yep. This stays, this thing.
Yeah, this is that thing. They actually took the stained glass out of it, which is great.
Yeah.
Again, it's been a while since I've been here.
What kind of repairs? I saw retain and repair.
Yeah, they just don't want it screwed up. I think it's much. It used to have all the stained glass panels in it, but obviously they had that taken out.
So they're just gonna leave the wood.
I don't know. It might be reinstalling that stained glass, but maybe the guy who took it out will do that. We can ask him about that. Again, it's different from when I was last here, and I made the note on when we talked about it last.
And all the walls in here, like everything we see everything that's plaster right now is just kind of flatten it out.
Yeah.
Do whatever you got to do. If there's loose spots, you got to repair them, obviously.
Yeah, it's obviously painting throughout.
Yeah.
Shit like that. They just want it
Yeah, they want it to look nice.
Want it to look nice.
No. How about ceilings? What's doing with ceilings? Anything?
I think just where it's egregious, I would say.
So float it in a couple spots here and there. Yeah.
So I think there's new lights called out in here. They'll go at the existing locations.
Yep.
We'll see about the J boxes in there.
Right.
Where they are.
I'm sure he's gonna say you got to run new.
Yeah, that's.
And then it gets tricky because you're ripping open the ceilings, or maybe you can do it from above. What's the floor above?
It's the same. It's existing, and they want to just sand and refinish. Keep it as simple as possible. This wall is called out to remove.
Yep.
Because this becomes the kitchen and dining room all the way across.
Yeah.
So it's a 20-footer, or is it an 18?
What?
I can't remember.
This building?
This building?
I didn't catch it.
So there might be like a triple 2x10 in there or something, but it's spanning from there to there. We can keep this note. I have not had an engineer draw it.
Yep.
So hopefully we can just wing it.
Can we do it with steel if we want to?
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
I
don't know. I just know there's a bunch of huge steel on our racks.
The house should support it.
Yeah.
It shouldn't need anything, but it's hard to say at this moment.
How is that going really close to the ceiling, or is it coming down line? It's a beam. It's under it, right?
Nobody cares.
And this is blown open otherwise, just like wide
There's
open.
An island here.
Yep.
This whole thing kind of gets demoed really and moves over.
Doesn't that door flip to the other side, maybe?
There's really no door here. The bathroom's here.
Right? And this is your light shaft.
This gets ripped out.
Yeah, and this is your light shaft over here.
Ends in a skylight.
Yeah.
The kitchen really comes to say here, but this whole thing to get the kitchen to work with the cabinet modules, it just slips over like 6 inches or even less, like 3 inches.
Okay.
So hopefully we can just extend the risers, existing plumbing risers, and just do new branch lines.
What's the story with the apartment below? Can we get in the building?
They're going to be living there.
They're going to be living there. So
but access is no sweat.
And if we'll have to cut some holes to replace those risers, right? Or if we got to jog on.
It'd be great if we didn't have to replace the risers.
But even if we got to replace the ones just at this stack, say, to move it over, we can get in there and cut.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And then so the deck is an alternate.
Yep. That's blowing this window out, or that
this
one? Okay.
So that's actually a pretty new roof. I think in the detail I call that a new roof.
Yeah, that looks fine.
It looks fine. So.
Price it 2 ways, maybe new roofs and that,
repair, or just pass it. I think it looks fine to me.
Yeah.
It's definitely got. You know, they might have redone that roof.
Does it leak? I had a rail detail question, but we can get into that after maybe.
Okay. So I think the idea was that we'd take out this radiator, cap that, put a bigger radiator there so we can do the door this way.
Are these like found radiators down on Myrtle and Franklin kind of deal, or not like a new fancy radiator?
It's be fancy.
Okay. Bison feet.
And then there's those metal BMC cabinets.
Yep.
Are here, and then there's an island here with a little wall around to catch the end.
Right.
It's mostly existing appliances. They own the appliances already, so it's just placing their existing appliances.
And installing cabinets.
Countertops.
Is there a hood of any kind?
There's a microwave that's also a hood.
Okay.
And it will vent, but there's a soffit.
Alright.
It just goes in the soffit, so punch a hole in the back.
Got it.
So it should be pretty straightforward. The kitchen's pretty simple.
Cool. Bathroom and kitchen are on existing risers, but you'll have to shuffle it around.
Yeah, upstairs is the exact same.
Right.
Here, I tried to keep it really, really close. So we'll have to verify the dimensions. If we can, the idea was that we'd at least keep the risers.
Right.
So this is all, I can't remember what finishes they were, but they're all pretty straightforward. It's all kind of nice, but nothing fancy.
I figured that was the case.
Truthfully, I haven't
American
Oleum tiles.
Yeah, I know your style.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Yep. You got the
it's
old
all new,
cat's
obviously,
bells.
because it's like murder story in there.
Right. Okay. So this all becomes cork. All this.
Yeah.
All this.
Well, we'll see. The idea was it would keep the existing to here. And then do cork just in the kitchen. But we're going to have to see.
So whatever's under there.
This seems a little...
That's lower than the manufactured, right?
It might not work. If we have to do cork over to here, that's fine.
Okay.
And then this changes around. We lose that door. I think we fill that in.
Is this open?
It does have a wainscot.
That goes back into there. Okay.
Fill in that door in this closet, which now opens in there, flips, and opens this way. So we'll cut the wainscot and catch it in a door casing.
This door stays? Or no?
No, because this shifts over.
So this whole intersection's gone.
Yeah, it's gonna.
And this is all your new door detail.
All this casing is gonna really go in.
Yeah. This goes right. This whole thing goes. This is all.
I'm sure it's going to be the kind of thing where during demo we're going to have a meeting and we're going to say go to here, cut right. It'll have to be a little bit of that.
And anytime we're dealing with wainscot or any of these existing finishes, we're basically going to use your detail and just like run proud of it to catch it with a door.
Yeah, just catch it flush. Yeah, we'll catch it and cut it.
Okay.
And there's a new thing that we're not remaking any stuff like this.
Yeah. Okay.
All the wiring and shit running everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. See, like this is the kind of stuff that wants to be flattened out, right?
Yeah.
As best as possible. I mean, work at the stairs really, and this just wants to.
If there's any place that's really difficult for some reason, we should talk about it.
Right. Now, what about See, like this ceiling goes, I presume.
What do you mean goes?
You could demo the ceiling. This is all new in here. This whole
I
thing's
think we
gone.
should do sheetrock.
Yeah.
There's a lot of existing plaster. The building department had nothing on file. Like it was it's totally
like this house doesn't
existing.
exist.
Like it's all original.
How's it going? Nice to see you.
How are you?
Hi, Ben House.
Ben.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jesse.
Nice to meet you, Jesse.
Do you guys want anything to drink? Any water, coffee?
I'm fine. I have a
all right.
bottle of water.
Yeah,
Thank you.
So the stair is mostly fine. I think there's some kooky treads.
Yeah.
It needs to definitely be painted,
Paint.
stripped and painted. This will stay wood, and we'll paint the treads.
Yep.
And all that basically stays except for this, which we would keep, except for there's some giant patches.